Okay, so that's live. Okay, we are live. We are live. So welcome to this. It's just a little talk really on this day, which is Festival of the Sun. Obviously completely appropriate for this time of year. Just like some more incense. Amazing. Because obviously this time of year, there's more of it out there, as you can see, shining through the window, which is amazing. And I've set it up today so that you're facing south. You can't really see them, but up here I've got Red and Lou and associated correspondences on the windowsill. So yeah, now, I mean, especially now when the light of the sun has changed and the nature of that light has changed. So if you've noticed any changes in the light from the sun, then comment below, because we've noticed it. We've been noticing it for quite some time now, and we are seeing on our daily walks, we are seeing nature responding accordingly as well. On the marshes, I don't know, it's like nature has just, I don't know, she's in a absolute most abundant, fullest glory, and it is amazing to see. Pardon me. So the light has changed, the nature of the light has changed, that energy is moving through you. So what happens when that energy moves through you? It's going to bring stuff up. It's going to trigger those things that are still in the body. So I see it like a bit like a pinball machine. So as that energy moves through, it's bouncing off those old stuck bits of energy that are in your body, yeah, in your etheric body. So what happens is you feel those traumas come up again. So a really good way of moving through that without reattaching to those traumas, labeling it, going down that rabbit hole, all that stuff, yeah, is coming back to the breath. So a really good breath technique to do that is the 4-4-8 breath. Okay. So what that does is it induces the relaxation response, so you can relax as that energy moves through your body. Okay. So that's just a little handy tip as we move through this. Well, we're in ascension, if you like, but as we move through that journey, yeah. Other things that can help you with that as well. It's eating things that will support that. So if you eat things that are hydrating, that are colourful, then like, fresh fruit and vegetables, for example, dare I say, veganism, they will help you to release those old traumatic things that are in your body as pockets of energy that haven't gone yet. Yeah, because this is the great work, unraveling all that stuff, yeah, and then bringing in the amazingness that is this new energy. And also, obviously it connects to the heart, all that other stuff that I've talked about in previous videos. So I'm looking over there because there was something. No, that was for another day. Okay. Shungite, that's what I was going to talk about. Shungite, that's what I'm looking over there, because there's some shungite over there. So if you use shungite with your drinking water, so what you can do is put 1, 2, or 3 pieces of shungite in a glass jug with a lid on, fill it up, leave it for at least an hour. Yeah. We have 2 shungite water jugs in rotation, so we always know which one in the fridge is the one that is, you know, steeped the longest, if you like. What that will do is that will help the cleansing process. Okay, and it is fantastic. And I have to say, the drinking water around here in Dartford is shite, but once we put the shungite in it, it completely changes the nature of the water. So that's another little tip for moving through this cleansing process, if you like. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, there's some different things I've got here. I've got some sound stuff, so I've got a sun tuning fork. I've also got some chimes, which correspond to the element of fire, which is obviously the sun. I have a vast range of crystals here as well. I also have a really nice little ritual you can do. Very short, very simple, drawing down the sun. So if you know how to do that, then, you know, just keep an open mind, yeah, because I have a slightly different way of doing it. You can also connect to the deities that correspond to the sun. So where am I going to start? I think I'll start. So I'm going to go through that little ritual at the end. Okay, so if you want the ritual, stay till the end. So I think I'm going to start talking. I'm going to start with the deities actually in correspondences. So there's this really cool little book. We've got quite a few of these different ones. It's round the wrong way. Please excuse me about that. The Book of Planetary Correspondences, Herbs, Gemstones, Minerals, Metals, Colours, Creatures, Mythologies. So deities. So the deities that we connect to that correspond to the sun are Lu the long arm, Lu the shining one, who, after doing much research and listening to various people talk about various different tribes, if you like, yeah, ancient alien tribes as well, it occurs to me that Lu is also another name for Archangel Michael, because he is the light warrior. Yeah, don't get out of your pram about that. That's just my opinion. Yeah. He's also part of the Tuatha De Danann kind of mythology, and he is, because he is the shining one, he is, you know, ancient alien ancestor without question. So he could even be blue. Yeah. So there's Lu, Brid. So Brid is back. She's taken back her pagan origins. I bet you'll be pleased to hear that. Who else do we connect to? I connect with Sekhmet, who is the Egyptian goddess of the sun, daughter of Ra, warrior and healer, and bringer of Ma'at, truth. Universal truth, that is, not some weird twisted truth that we're fed by mainstream media. So other deities. So in the Egyptian pantheon we have obviously Ra, Amin-Ra, Atum, Horus, Osiris to a point, although he's also connected to earth and water, Mendes. So he's in the form of a goat, apparently, and obviously Sekhmet, the powerful one. In the British pantheon, in the like Celtic, we have Lu. We have Oh God. Pronunciations here. Nuada Argetlan. He's Irish, apparently. And then we have Grain. That's Grainne. And she's an Irish goddess of the sun. In the Indian mythology, Surya, who is the equivalent to Helios. And then you also have Vishnu, so the sun god, is one of his carnations. In the Nordic pantheon, Baldur and Son, she's the goddess. In Greek mythology, there's quite a few in the Greek mythology. You got Adonis. It's these words. Please excuse me if I get this wrong. Aesculapius. Aesculapius. Doesn't quite sound right, but hey. Apollo, obviously. Dianus, Helios, Hercules, who's the son of Zeus, and Hyperion, who is the son of Uranus. And son of Uranus and of, which is heaven, and Ge, earth, which is Greek. I don't speak Greek. In Roman mythology is Sol. In Persian mythology, you got Mithras. Now there is in London, there is an underground temple which is dedicated to Mithras. And funny enough, we were gonna go and visit that just before this shenanigans started. So one day we'll get there. And also Zoroaster. That's in Persian. In Phoenician, we have Baal. He's the other side of Moloch, And you also have Heracles. In the Babylonian and Assyrian, you have El Belus, Shamash, and Marduk. And in the Aztec, now here we go, here's one. Quetzalcoatl. I think I got that right. And the Incan is Inti, and in Hebrew, Shemesh, who's a sun goddess. So, you can do your research. If you want to connect with a solar deity, go and do some research, because, that's not an exhaustive list by any stretch of the imagination. That's just maybe giving you some ideas. And it does kind of, we connect to deities from Egyptian, Celtic. We have one Roman goddess, Fortuna, that we connect with. Sneaking around. Most of them, though, are Celtic, either from the Welsh, Irish, or I don't think we have any Scot Celt ones, but definitely the Welsh ones are the one that I connect with most. So do your research. when I first started really doing this work, not just thinking about it and dipping my toe in every now and again, I did. I think for about 6 months I'd steeped myself in it, every day, because that's the nature of me. That's how I do things. Vast learning curve, but it was fascinating. So do your research. If you want a little bit more learning, then we do have a Witchcraft 101, Witchcraft for the Curious Novice. All the links are below in this video anyway. You can have a look. See if you like the look of it. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, fantastic. So the sun. So there are many correspondences, if you like. So if you're working sympathetically with sun energy, so I'm going to do the gemstones and metals at the end. But trees and shrubs, bay is amazing. That's why when you are doing magic and you're burning bay leaves, it's kind of like a double whammy there, because the bay leaf connects to the fire of the sun, and also because you're burning it, is like, it's amazing. It's very, very powerful. Ash as well, mistletoe. Storax is amazing, and is one of the ingredients in my my recipe, my resin recipe, which I was given by Sekhmet to honor these amazing deities. Yeah, I mean, at the moment I'm burning that's fire incense. It's amazing. But storax, black storax especially, is phenomenal to burn. It's very opulent. Yeah, if there's something that we've learned over the years, you know, where you can be opulent. Yeah, whether it's your incense you burn, food you eat, I don't know, how you dress, be opulent. Don't be ashamed of that. Walnuts connect to the sun as well. Juniper is a big one. Vine, almonds, olives, orange, lemon, and palm. So palm trees, anything from the palm. Regarding herbs, and I'd say resins as well. So resin wise, frankincense is the big one for the sun. Oh, what's that one called? Copal. Copal is amazing as well. Just burn some of that on a coal. Whoa, it's good. Just looking at my yeah, I'd say they were the two main ones, aside from storax. So herb-wise, angelica, chamomile, celandine, centauri, yeah. I've never come across that one myself. Eyebright, St. John's wort, lovage, rosemary, rue, saffron, tormentil, Viper's bugloss. I have a sneaking suspicion that's what's the word I'm looking for? A folklore name for that one. Cinnamon as well. Orange peel as well is very good, as is lemon's kind of more moony, that's even a word, but you can use lemon. Lime especially, so when you've squeezed your limes, make sure if they are waxed limes, just run them under a hot tap and just scrub off the wax, yeah, because most citrus fruit comes waxed. Yeah, you can buy unwaxed lemons. Unwaxed limes are slightly more challenging to get hold of, so you can do that. You can run them under a really hot tap and just scrub the wax off. It's quite easy to do. So yeah, you can use lime as well. Try and think what else I use in this incense. I mean, this incense is amazing. You just smell it. Oh, I wish you had smell-o-vision. It smells really fucking good. Oh, I love it. Okay. Marigolds are, you know, you can put these things in your incense. There's no reason why you can't. But flowers-wise, marigolds, peony, sunflower, passion flower, sundew. Also, I would say, although it's more air and water, but not hibiscus, honeysuckle. It's an amazing honeysuckle. It's huge. It's a huge honeysuckle bush. Yeah, it's huge on our walk that we do. So you could, in theory, use honeysuckle as well. But, you know, don't be constrained by this stuff. Yeah. Always work with what you've got. Yeah. So if your garden has loads of daisies and dandelions, then use those as an offering. Yeah, I don't think I must go out and buy, especially, you know, some, I don't know, sunflowers. You don't have to. Yeah. Work with what you've got. Food-wise, I think anything that, you know, looks like the sun. So peppers are really good. And even chili peppers, yeah. Olives, dates, all those very opulent things. Don't forget the opulence. Rice, walnuts, sunflower seeds, oils, yeah. Grapes, corn, as in maize, almonds, citrus fruits, to some extent mushrooms as well, because when mushrooms grow in the wild, yeah, and they get the vitamin C and the vitamin D, they're actually quite amazing, and it's one of Sekhmet's favorite things as well as an offering, just so you know. Color wise, obviously the golden yellows, ambers, oranges, but also rose pink connects to the sun. Okay, my suggestion is with that when the sun is at its fullest, yeah, its most potent, you're getting the downloads which directly connects to not just your heart chakra, but your higher heart, which is your thymus gland, yeah, because it's that knowledge, it's a knowing, yeah. Creature wise, so I'm just checking to make sure no one's coming up. Lions, obviously. The lynx, cats in general, fireflies, cockerels, falcons, eagles, all those amazing there, because they're up in the sky, are they not? And obviously the mythical creatures as well, things like the phoenix, yeah. Boars, larks, starfishes, swans, nightingales, horses. Horses also connect to the earth, but they're also solar as well. Peacocks. And when we're looking around, you know, on our walk, you also have the swifts, which, you know, obviously they connect to air, but for me they're also connected to, you know, the solar energy, because they are just so abundant in that energy. Another flower you could use is the you got primrose, but you've also got the buttercup. Yeah, you could use them as offerings as well. When it comes to physiological things to do with the sun, so the correspondences with your body, so it connects to the heart, yeah, to your spleen, the blood and the circulatory system, the back, thymus gland, so I just said that, the brain. In males, the right eye, and in women, ladies, the left eye, and also in men, the right testicle. It's right, I'm guessing, because it's solar, yeah, and that's the projective energy as well, because solar energy, the sun is projective, yeah. That's why fire is fantastic for banishing, because it's projective energy, yeah. Whereas earth and water are good for receiving, yeah. So you can tap those energies when you want to receive. Although obviously water is also very good for getting rid of stuff. So there's just a few ideas, and like I say, this I mean, it costs pennies. I can't even remember where I got this from. I've had this for years, yeah. I had it for years and didn't even really use it until I really started getting into, you know, really being very clear and, you know, being initiated and really getting on the path, not just shilly-shallying about. Yeah. I was going to talk. Oh no, I've got the crystals there, and I've got the minerals, so that's fine. So, it might be time to do some crystals. What's the time? Okay, it's coming up 4 o'clock, so I've got a little while yet. So, crystal-wise, so there are some obvious crystals, yeah, that correspond to the sun. So, any crystal that is of the color, yeah. But there are some that are a bit more special. And obviously candle magic is the other thing as well, because it's fire. But sunstone is, well, it says it all really. So this is an amazing piece of sunstone. So the crystals we've got here, some of them are from our friends at Keystone Crystals. They're on Facebook, by the way. Go and check them out. Some of them we got at like Mind, Body, Spirit. Some of them we've got at I Dig Dinos, who is in Rochester. Go and check them out. They're about halfway, about 3/4 of the way along the high street, going towards the castle. Go and check them out. Some we've got on, some are from eBay. And some of our crystals we've got from, oh, where is that? That is in Arundel, which is in Sussex. Excuse me, just up from Worthing. Sorry, just down from Littlehampton. And there is, if you go out of, so you go up the high street at Arundel, and there's a, right at the top, so you got the wall of the castle, and there's a turn to the left just as you get up to the top. There's a little indoor market there, which, you know, is never really that full up. You know, every time we've gone there, there's not a lot of people in there, so it's a bit of a gem. And right at the back on the left hand side, there's this tiny little crystal shop. We've got some amazing crystals in there for, you know, I mean, they're nearly giving them away. Yeah. So whenever we go, this is usually when we go to Sussex and we get the train and then we go up to Arundel. Yeah, go and check that out because that's a little gem there. Where have I got the other ones from? Some of them I've just picked up along the way, really. Yeah, so I'm just looking at what I've got here. Crystal beads I pick up from eBay. I'll show you that in a minute because I want to talk about sunstone. So sunstone, if I can get this right, I had it perfected earlier and it's not going to do it now. Maybe I need to get a bit closer. No, further away. There. Oh my god, this is really annoying. I had it earlier. No, it's not doing it. There we go. So you can see it shimmers. Yeah. So this is actually sunstone and iolite, which for me is pretty fucking amazing because they're my two birthstones, being Leo. Iolite is one, and sunstone is obviously because it's sun. So that's a big Leo stone. Big Leo stone, that one. It's amazing. It's an amazing piece. That was one we got from Keystone. It's beautiful. I've also got a sunstone wand. Get that. Come on. It's so annoying because I got it earlier. There we go. So you can see that flash. Yeah. Ooh, it wants to in there. It doesn't want to. There we go. There we go. See that? Wowza. So yeah, that's my sunstone wand. So when you're drawing down the sun, you can use a wand if you want to. You would have to hold it in your hand in such a way, because I'll show you the pose that we do at the end. It's called Oren's pose. But yeah, it's an amazing sunstone wand. And I also have a raw piece, just on its own, sunstone. It's actually more flashy in that bit there. Can't see it. That's a really nice piece as well. Can't for the life of me remember where I got that from. It's been with me a long time. So sunstone is really good for lifting your spirits, because it works like the sun. Excuse me, itchy nose. So it's really good if you're feeling a bit. And because it connects to the sun, really good for cleansing. Really good for cleansing. Really itchy nose. So sunstone is lovely. Sunstone is fantastic for connecting to the sun. So, you can use crystals in your magic work, either as offerings to deities. And believe me, they can be quite demanding when it comes to, they will tell you what they want. Yeah. And I remember when I was getting stuff together as offerings for Sekhmet, and I bought, what did I bought? There was a crystal that I bought supposed to be for me. And I got it and I was looking at it and she went, I'll have that. Oh, okay. So it's there on the altar now with her. So yeah, they will definitely tell you what they want. So you can use them as offerings for deities. You can use them in your magic work. You can even, if you've got like little chips, yeah, you can actually grind them down and use them in your incense, use them in your oils, yeah. Just double check that they're not toxic, because some crystals are toxic. Things like cinnabar, stibnite, malachite, and oh my goodness, things like selenite, which dissolve in water. You might not necessarily want to put in that kind of thing, but oh bloody, do your research. Okay. Oh, sulfur, that was the other one I was thinking of, which I've got right here. So sulfur as a crystal, it's fantastic. I have used it. I've actually strapped this crystal. Come on, focus on that. You gonna focus on that? Focus on that. Focus. Doesn't want to. I don't want to. There we go. That's where it needs to go. So sulfur in its crystal form, fantastic. Yeah, I've strapped that to my foot when I've had pustular psoriasis on my feet. Fantastic. Strap it to your foot. Obviously, if it's on the bottom of your foot, you won't be able to walk for the length of time. You got this strapped to your foot. But because of the nature of sulfur, it's really good for any kind of pustule. It's a nice word, but when I think about it, it's actually quite pustule. Anything pustular, fantastic for that. So yeah, sulfur, another one that connects to the sun on fire. This one, I love this. This is honey jade, and this is a mala that I made. Yeah, 108 beads with a hand blown green glass bead, and Wiggly bit. Yeah, that's a honey jade. Honey jade is amazing, actually. Another really good one that lifts your spirits. For years, I wore a honey jade necklace, which I don't know where that went, actually. It's one of those things that isn't about anymore. I don't know where it went. But yeah, that's a honey jade mala, which is really, really nice. And I use this because of the colour of it. For me, it connects to gold, abundance. So I use it on a Thursday for Jupiter. I'm doing my Jupiter work on a Thursday. If you want actual gold, so one of the minerals, there are two. So one of the minerals is gold. So you can buy a little there. You can buy little files of gold flakes. But equally, you could buy gold leaf and just use that. You could use that in your incense, actually. That'd be amazing. This is actually going to be going in a little money pot that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, gold. The other mineral, or stone, metal, is pyrite. Get it in the right place. Doesn't want to. I don't want to. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. There we go. Pyrite, which is amazing for obviously connecting to solar energy, but also for money. Because did you know, little known fact, Sundays, before it became the alleged day of rest, Sundays was the day for doing business. This is our ancient ancestors, before the Romans came along and decided that everything was going to be topsy-turvy, Sundays was actually the day of business because it connects to the sun, and the sun is all about abundance, and you can use the I think it's the first talisman, is it the first? I think it is. The first pentacle of the sun can be used to enhance your business. Now this is a different kind of pyrite. You probably won't be able to see the flash because it's quite when it's focus, there we go. So this is called iron pyrite sun. It's actually from Illinois in the USA. There is a slight flash on the bottom sun bit, but can you see the rays coming out of it? It's quite amazing. This is actually one of the offerings that I gave to Lou because it's pyrite, it's the sun. It's amazing. So yeah, love that. Amazing. And it's kind of got one on the other side as well. If you look on the other side, it's got one at the top. A little sun thing at the top. Little sun disc, if you like. It's quite amazing. Very cool. There you go. It looks like a flower, actually. Love that. Love it. So yeah, that's iron pyrite sun. Just put a little bit more incense on. Oh, I love that stuff. Love that stuff. So that's pyrite. So other yellow crystals. Okay. Amber. So amber is not cheap. Yeah. Get it. Can you get it? There we go. Piece of amber. Which is, this piece is very light. I have got another piece which is slightly heavier. Citrine. So when you're getting hold of citrine, you want to try and get hold of natural citrine if you can. And that's what natural citrine looks like. You see that? Is it going to focus? Focus over there. No, focus there. There we go. So it's not the bright yellow, but the heat treated stuff. That bright yellow is heat treated citrine. Yeah, this is natural citrine. So this citrine is amazing for money and abundance and cleansing as well. Another cleansing crystal. And citrine is one of those crystals that doesn't need cleansing itself. And then I have this, which is a piece of raw citrine. And I can't remember where this comes from, this particular. I've got 5 pieces of this, I think. And they're all scattered along the windowsill. As well as having one on the map that I'm doing some magic with. So, yeah, that's a piece of raw citrine. There is actually a little flash in it, but I doubt very much you see it because it's quite small. So that's citrine. Other yellow stones. I'm sure you'll all know what this one is. Lovely, lovely tiger eye. I think the second crystal I ever bought was tiger eye. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful crystal. And tiger's eye also comes in red, which is also good for sun work, firework, and blue. And if you get a mixture of the two, you can actually pick up green tiger eye as well. It's amazing. So tiger eye is really good for courage, strength and courage. Yeah. I also have here some tiger iron. So this is a slightly, you got the red in there with the iron. Yeah, see that? So you got the red, then you've also got the flashy tiger eye in there as well. Which is quite amazing. So that's tiger iron. I did once have a tiger iron pendulum. I think I gave it away there. So that's tiger eye and tiger iron. Both really good for the strength and the courage. Yeah. And if you're doing things like if you're going for an interview or taking exams, things like that, it's really good for that kind of stuff. Confidence. Yeah. This is amazing. This is a piece of orange calcite. Are you going to focus? That's the light coming through that. It looks like the sun, does it not? Wow. So calcite, amazing for your bones, especially for your bones. Calcite is one of those crystals you can put directly in water if you want to create crystal water. There are some crystals that are friable that you make the crystal water by the indirect method, but calcite is one that you can make with by the direct method. Okay. Don't forget as well, the sun, fire, also connects with your, wow, look at that. That's just phenomenal, isn't it? That's just the light of the sun coming through there. Wow. Amazing. Connects to your solar plexus, which is your seat of power. There's the fire in your belly, yeah? So this little one here, and I have 2 types of optical calcite. I have the natural shape. Oh, there we go. Focus, focus. Fantastic. So that's optical calcite. Natural formation. Optical calcite is really good for clarity. So it does connect to your third eye as well as your solar plexus. Yeah. Amazing for clear vision. Yeah. And you can actually use it to meditate through. So you could light a candle behind it and use it to meditate through if you like. Or you can just hold it in meditation. And then we have an optical calcite sphere. Light as it comes through there. Isn't that phenomenal? And there are so many shapes in this sphere. It's unbelievable. I could spend ages just turning this sphere and looking at the shapes in there. Can't really see them on the camera. But I know they're there. There we go. Woo! Wow. So that's optical calcite, which connects to fire and the sun. What else have we got? I would say there are some agates, fire agate being one, possibly cherry blossom agate being the other one. This is my most prized piece of fire agate because you can see the bubbles. So you got the bubbles there. Yeah. See the agate bit, and then oh wow. And in here, can I get it for you? Can I get it to flash? Don't know if it's gonna flash. Oh yeah, a little bit of a flash down the bottom there. See it? Little flash. So this, I cannot remember for the life of me where I got this from. Can't remember. But this is my prized piece of fire agate. And nowadays, I'm not actually sure how much that, I mean, I think that was about a tenner when I bought it. That shows how long ago I bought this piece. Because it was, wow. It was not long after I moved in here, actually. And I've been here 2008. What are we now? So it's 13 years this year? That can't be right. 12. 13 years this year. Bloody hell. Wow. So I probably bought this about 12 years ago, so that's why it was a tenner when I bought it. Wow. What else have we got here? Oh, yes, this is a nice one. This is fire in quartz, also known as hematoid quartz. Really good for the solar plexus and for amplifying the energy of fire. So you could really use this in your magical workings. Or if you're doing any kind of banishing work, you could borrow the energy of this crystal. There's a little flash there. See that? That's the fire in the quartz. Yeah. Quite amazing. Wow. Flash there as well. That's hematoid quartz. So I've used it for grounding, but I've also used it solar plexus manifesting as well, because the solar plexus chakra is also, it's where your manifestations get cooked, if you like, where they get baked, because a cake's not a cake until it's been baked. Yeah. So your manifestations aren't fully manifest until they've had that solar energy. Yeah. Bring it to life, if you like. Yeah. So excellent manifesting stone. Oh, yes. This little baby, it's not so little. When I bought it, it was probably one of the biggest crystals I'd ever bought. That's not quite true now. This year has been phenomenal, actually, for buying crystals, I have to say. This is carnelian. And when I read out the correspondences to the blood and circulatory system, check that out. It's getting nice still of it. Can I do that? Focus. There we go. Now, what does that look like to you? To me, that just looks like the inside of your body. Yeah, the blood and the kind of the the stuff inside your body, the blood and all those connective vessels, yeah, in your body. So crystals are, I would say they're very much like, they're a kind of sympathetic magic. So if you look on the back of it, look on the front, it's just amazing. Carnelian is really good for stability. So it's a really good grounding stone, but it also connects to the solar plexus, connects to the sun. Yeah. And I used to go to bed holding this crystal for dear life, yeah, when I was not feeling stable, when I was feeling very ungrounded. And yeah, crystals are my friends, yeah. It might sound sad to you, but I don't care. Because this crystal, without this crystal, I don't know, I might have gone off the rails again. It's quite possible. When I was going through this stuff, I could have quite easily gone off the rails again. So carnelian is amazing, amazingly powerful stone for grounding, for sorting out the interior of your body, the blood vessels, the blood, the stuff that we think is a bit yucky, yeah, inside the body. That's what it does. But it also connects to your solar plexus, your fire in your belly. All right. What else do we got? Oh, yes. This is amazing. Again, nice fire connection. This is dragonstone. So obvious fire connection. But it's also the connection of fire in air, because obviously dragons fly through the air. It's just gorgeous. Can't really see the colours, but it's very, very green with the red spots. Yeah. Love that. Come on, focus. You know, I put this on autofocus because I thought it might be easier. It's not really, but hey. There we go, dragonstone. Yeah, amazing crystal if you want to connect to dragon energy. For whatever reason that you want to connect to dragon energy, you know, could be multiple reasons for that. So if you're, wanting the connection to dragons, dragonstone is perfect for that. What else do we have? Those ones I'm saving till the end. So what I've got here, this is really heavy. It's garnet. It's a nice big sphere. So garnet is an amazing stone for grounding, because of its red colour. But it is also connected to the solar plexus. There we go. And I actually use it regularly in a configuration that I've kind of worked out for meditation, for journeying in meditation. And it involves rose quartz, Vesuvianite, garnet, astrophyllite, cherry agate, and presiolite. And then I add other bits, whether I'm working on, money coming in or communication, clarity. I just add those other crystals in when I need to. But yeah, amazing crystal for, and when you hold it, I don't know, it's just such a grounding crystal, but it also connects to your solar plexus. Very powerful. And this piece, and I'd never seen this. This is garnet in granite. This is phenomenal. So granite is an amazing stone for healing, believe it or not. So you could use something like this, garnet in granite. I don't know how rare this is. This was a random piece that I got from Keystone. I saw it and I'm like, that's it, I'm gonna have that. Granite is actually really good for healing skin conditions, believe it or not. I know, I didn't know that either until I was treating the psoriasis on my scalp, which is all but gone. We'll get the odd little flare up, but considering that about 10 years ago it was open and sore, weeping and hurt, it's not anymore. I used to go outside, and if it was windy, my scalp would just be screaming at me because I couldn't even take like a bit of wind on my scalp. That's how bad it was. My scalp was sore and weeping and smelly. It's not pleasant at all. Healed that with Ayurvedic soap, not shampoo. I don't use shampoo on my head. It was Ayurvedic soap, cleared up the infection. And then I was using rose oil, sometimes mustard oil on my scalp. But the thing that's really done it is all the things that we do, all the healing modalities that we do, but also it's a gel that I made up to sort out Henry's eczema, which I also use on my scalp, on my hair, because I put it in my hair to spike my hair. So it has the added benefit of healing my scalp as well. Can't really say better than that, can you? So yeah, healing. So this would be really good for healing so healing the base chakra, but also healing your solar plexus chakra. So if you've got any imbalances with your chakras, crystals are an amazing way to do that. And, I would always say to people, use crystals. If you're doing self-healing, crystals are probably the easiest way to do self-healing. Yeah. Yes, there is still work to do when you're doing the self-healing, because you can't keep doing the same things over and over again and expect to be healed. You have to change certain things. But crystals will help with that. And if you're interested in deep diving into that stuff, the unraveling of all the stuff, yeah, to heal yourself, especially from toxic habits, yeah. For example, my reliance on alcohol for confidence, and also my reliance on food to suppress emotions, yeah, gone, yeah. But that's because I did the work. You have to do the work, yeah. And our advanced witchcraft course, they're great work. That's what that is. It's all about the unraveling of the stuff that doesn't serve you, yeah. So the link for that will be down below if you're interested in going to find out. If not, that's fine. Okay. So I've done all those crystals, I think. Yep, done all those. Now, if you want to connect to the fire, the fire in the fire, what's that? That's starlight. Yeah. There, I've got 2 crystals and then some other stuff I'm going to show you. So this is an amazing crystal. This is one of the ones I use regularly for meditation. This is astrophyllite. So this is a sphere, carved sphere, but Ian's got a really nice raw piece actually. Again, we got from Keystone. This sphere wasn't from Keystone. I think I bought this from an eBay seller. But it is absolutely phenomenal. And a really good crystal to use if you're using the soul star chakra, which is about a foot above your head, to access, the higher kind of teachings, knowing, whatever you want to call it, higher self, and the void space, the infinite possibilities. Astrophyllite, amazing for that journeying, amazing. Okay, astrophyllite. This is an amazing crystal. Heavy for its size, This is called cerussite. And this little crystal, and again, I cannot remember where I bought this crystal. Let me get that close in. Can you see that? So it's very heavy for its size, But this, like the astrophyllite, is a direct connection to the stars, So it connects with your ancient alien ancestors, An ancient alien knowledge, your true knowledge, of who we really are, which is not this body and not this mind, all right? So that's cerussite. I have got others as well, but I wanted to keep it reasonably brief, although we're coming up on an hour now. In case you haven't noticed, I could talk about crystals for quite some time. Now these pieces, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you these because they're very, very small. These are pieces of meteorite. Can you focus? No, not there. No, it doesn't want to focus. Focus? No, it doesn't want to focus. They're very, very small. That's probably why it doesn't want to focus. This one actually looks a little bit like a doorway. Is there a doorway? No, it doesn't want to focus. If I go right up close. No, it doesn't want to focus. So we have 4 of those. We have 4 little pieces of meteorite. And they sit on the altar there because they are, again, from the stars. Other crystals that connect, oh my goodness, what's that one called? It's green. Well, actually, there's quite a few. There's tektite, which is meteorite again, very different looking. You have moldavite, very expensive at the moment. Luckily, we got some pieces many years ago. Oh, in fact, I've got them here, look. So these are Tektite. Like I say, very different looking, yeah? Very different to the little tiny pieces of meteorite. That's Tektite. So again, you could use these to connect to the stars. We have quite a large piece of moldavite actually. I do have a smaller piece as well, but this is the piece we've been using in our magic work. Piece of moldavite, which is quite something. Moldavite. And then I've got this one, which is I think this is a Libyan Tektite. So it has a very similar texture to moldavite. It's a Libyan, it's gold Libyan Tektite. It's going for a spin. See that? It's not going to focus. Doesn't want to focus. Can you focus? Doesn't want to focus. No. Okay. So I think that's a Libyan gold Tektite. And a lot of these crystals, actually, these ones from the stars, they're in the there's two books. There's the Crystals of the New Consciousness, and there's also Judy Hall's Super Crystals, I think it's called. Power Crystals, it's called. Seraphinite, that's the green one, which is, I don't know what it is actually. I think that's in that thing over there. Seraphinite, which is another one that connects you to the stars. Yeah. It is a friable crystal, so when you touch it, it's a bit like selenite. Bits of it can break off. So just be aware of that if you're using it. So that's it for crystals. So, right, we're past the hour now. So what I want to do, didn't realise that. I thought I was going to be on here for half an hour. Clearly not. So what we're just going to do is we're going to call in. So if you want to, you can do this bit later and you can cast a circle and all the rest of it. I'm not going to do that. I don't always believe in casting a circle. So I'm going to call Brid and Lou. And then we're going to draw down the sun using Oren's position. Okay. And you can do it facing the sun. You can do it outside. Wherever you want to do this, you can do this. Obviously, the sun is everywhere, so you don't necessarily have to face south when you're doing it. Okay. So you can close your eyes. I'm just going to pick up what crystal? That one. Okay. And that one. Okay. Thank you. Actually, no, not that one. Make up your mind. That one. Okay. Okay. So get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes and just listen to the words. Yeah. So we're going to invite Lou and then Brid, and then we're going to draw down the sun. Okay. So when we draw down the sun, you have to open your eyes to watch what I'm doing. Okay. Just to get the position of the arms correct. So you can go back and do this later if you want to cast a circle and everything. Okay. Lou. We invite you, Lou, Shining One. Lamfara, Lou. Ildanach, Lou. Samildanach. God of many talents and skills, Master of trade, Lou of the harp, we honor you, Lou. We bid you hail and welcome. Brid. We invite you, Brid, Into our circle, you are the queen of the hearth, brid of the golden flame and fiery inspiration. Lend us your energy and motivation. You who create the fire's bright flame. You who are the burning, shining. We call on you, Brid, to come to us. We ask you, Brid, for your bright presence. We bid you hail and welcome. So whether you're sitting or standing, we're going to take up Oren's position. So open your eyes for a second. So you want your arms, your elbows at the same height as your shoulders, and your forearms are perpendicular to the floor with your, so hold your crystals like so, yeah. So your fingers are spread and your forearms are parallel. This is Oren's pose or Oren's position, and we use this to draw down the sun. So it's a bit different to when we draw down the moon. So as we hold this position, I want you to visualize the sun. And then you can repeat after me. Deep is the call on high, the sun goddess and God, Brid and Lu. Let the hammer strike the anvil. Let the lightning touch the earth. Let the spear ensoul the chalice. Let the magic come to birth. Our sun, bringer of life, warmer of our hearts, we accept your gifts in this great time of evolution, ascension, enlightenment, and all knowledge, all wisdom. So just feeling the power of the sun and its new light, its new photonic energy as it moves through your body. Don't forget to breathe. And then once you start to feel that energy dissipate, you can slowly lower your hands. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes. So I hope you've enjoyed that little talk today on the Festival of the Sun. So, you know, it's out there at the moment. Go and draw down the sun. Yeah? Use your crystals. And there are some crystals that can be charged in the sun. All of these, actually, you could charge in the sun because they all correspond to the fire and the sun. Before I go, just want to share the sun tuning fork. Frequency 126.22 hertz. So this is one of our planetary tuning forks. And another way to connect to the sun is by using something like this, or you can go on YouTube and type in NASA sun sounds and you will get the sounds of the sun, which they transpose from X-rays and other rays that come off of the sun and other planets, because I think they've got all of them now, all the planet sounds. Interesting thing, when we were researching that when we did Yoga of Planets, when we were teaching yoga. There was no sound from Mars, interestingly enough. And then it's about 3 years after we did the initial thing, they released the sound of Mars. And we're like, well, that's weird. Why was there no Mars sound all that time? Makes you wonder. Anyway, yeah, frequency obviously is a very powerful thing. Crystals have it. You know, our incense has it. Downloads from the sun have it. Frequency is key. And we've been doing this for many years about frequency. When we were teaching yoga, we did all sorts of stuff around frequency in our yoga classes. And that was from 2011 to, I think we finished in 2015 because we weren't getting the numbers. People just weren't interested back then, you know. I don't know if they are now. Don't really care. People want it, they can come to us. Anyway, yeah. I'm hoping you can hear that. It's quite low. I really hope you can hear that. So that's the sun tuning fork. And then as we say cheerio, I'm just going to play the chime. So this is a kashi chime, which is for the element of fire, which is obviously the sun. So I just want to say, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Go on, you know you want to. Like it, share it, or not. Don't forget to subscribe if you like our videos, because we are here regularly now, especially with things like this, these magical days. In the description, there's lots of links for you to go and look at, websites, other platforms that we're on, our courses, free stuff. I think we have 3 different things that we give away for free. One of them being the Sekhmet Alchemical Healing Journey. Now is the time for that. There's also our roadmap, because obviously Boris's roadmap is gone off the rails now, hasn't it? So my suggestion is you do your own roadmap, and we've got a guide that can help you with that. That link is in the description. There's a little bit of description below as well. And there's also the if you wanna get kind of handheld through to our advanced witchcraft course, there's the beginning of that in the description below as well. It's a free PDF to kind of assess yourself for toxic habits. Okay, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I love doing them, so it's no skin off my nose if you didn't like it. But we'll see you again very soon. We have lots of events coming up. Go to crystalsrockearth.weebly.com, online events. There's a list of our online events there. Most of them are done in Zoom, streamed through to YouTube. Behave yourselves. Be fearless. Stay witchy.